Welcome to a really quick interactive study guide for the Chapter 4 test. We are doing a review in class. We're going to play a review game, so I'm going to do only a selected few problems. You can always pause it on a sheet of notebook paper, solve the problems, and you can always solve the other problems. You will see them. You have already seen them in class. So let's begin. Number two is the shape of a trapezoid. So we need to add base 1 plus base 2, 8 plus 12, which is 20. The formula I'm going to use is area equals 1/2 times the quantity, base 1 plus base 2, times the height. So base 1 is 8, base 2 is 12, together is 20. Half of 20 is equal to 10, times my height, which is going to be 10. So 10 times 10, final answer, 100 square inches. Next here, on the left-hand side, I can cut it right here, and I have a square on top, 5 by 5 square, which equals 25 square feet. And on the bottom of this composite figure, I now have a trapezoid. Base 1 is also 5, base 2 is 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. And I'm going to multiply it by 1/2 times my height. My height is 6. I'm going to cut that in half right away and call it a 3. So it's really just 13 times 3, which equals 39 for the bottom trapezoid. Now to find the total area of this figure, I need to add my 25 plus my 39, which equals 64 square feet. Find the area of the parallelogram. Number 2. Area of a parallelogram is just area is equal to base times height. So 11 times 22, 232 square millimeters. Finding the area of a triangle, I'm going to use the formula area equals 1/2 times base times height. And I'm going to solve number 3. I'm going to call 16, cut that in half, call it 8. So I have half of my height, 8 times 10, 80 square kilometers. Number 7. Number 7 is a trapezoid, not a parallelogram. I know it looks like it, but this is 6, this is 8. If it was a parallelogram, they would both be exactly the same size. So I need to add 6 plus 8, which is 14. Take half of that, call it 7, times my height of 7, 49 square miles. Number 10 is a composite figure. I'm going to split it right here. So I have a rectangle on the bottom, 10 times 5, 50 square inches. And I have a trapezoid on top. 6 plus 10 is 16. Take half of that, which is 8, times my height of 5 equals 40. 40 plus 50 together, 90 square inches. Number 1 is a parallelogram, base times height, 100 times 130, 13,000 square centimeters. Number 5, again, I'm going to cut it right here. Now I have a square on top, 4 by 4, which is 16. And now I have a trapezoid on the bottom. 4 is my base. 1 plus my base 2, that's 14. Half of 14 is 7, times the height of 5. 7 times 5, 35, plus the 16 leaves me with 51 square meters. What is the area of the shaded figure below? Again, I can cut it here. I have a rectangle on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Height, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 by 4, 24. And then I know this is 6. I see this is 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. Half of 8 is 4, times the height. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 4 is 16. 24 plus 16 is 40 square units. Choice B. What is the perimeter? Perimeter is the distance around the outside of a figure. So the perimeter of a rectangle with these vertices. Well, I can always draw myself a little coordinate plane if I need to. I can estimate 4 and 7, about here. 4, 15, 9, 15, 9, 7. So here's my little rectangle. And I don't have to do it that way. I can always just look at here and say 4, 7 and 9, 7. They are 5 away from each other, so I know it's 5. And 4 comma 15 compared to 9 comma 15, it's a difference of 5 as well. So it's a 5 by 5 square, and the perimeter of the rectangle, that one's 5, that one's 5. And then I have 9 and 15, 9 comma 15, and 9 comma 7. So 15 to 7 is 8. So therefore the top one's going to be 8 as well. And I get 5 plus 8 is 13, and double that, I get 26 units is the perimeter. And these are from the homework that we did, or very similar ones to the homework ones. You can cut it there, find the area, cut it there, find the area of the trapezoid. Same thing here. This guy, you might want to go straight across, parallelogram, parallelogram, go straight across again, trapezoid, rectangle. Cut it here, rectangle, triangle, and actually solve it. Don't just cut it, actually solve it. And the last one I'll do right here is number 5, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, and I have a rectangle on the bottom, 18, based on height, and then I have a trapezoid on the top, 2 on the top, 6 on the bottom, that's 8, cut 8 in half, which is 4, and then the height is not 10, the whole thing, the whole side's 10, and this side's 3. So I know this side's 3, and the remainder, to make up 10, must be 7. So I'm going to do my height is 7, the 2 bases times half equals 4, 7 times 4, 28. So 28 plus 18, 46 square feet. And I'll stop there, but we've done all the other problems in class. You can always ask more questions if necessary. Keep studying, find more, go to Google, type in area of triangles, parallelograms, rectangles, trapezoids, composite figures, 6th grade. Find some really good resources. Study, 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 100%.